Go. Focus. Alright, what's up? So it is a Sunday and I just got back from doing cardio, a little bit of sauna, a little bit of tanning. But I thought I would film a full day of eating. It's a rest day, so food's a little bit lower, but Josh bumped me up just a little bit in food. So I'm at like, my rest days are at like 3,100 calories. But yeah, I just got home from the gym, like I said, so I'm gonna go hop in the shower and then probably show you guys my first meal here. So yeah, see you then. All right, what's up? We are done with the shower. It's been a little bit, but I kind of like waiting on my rest days or on the weekend to kind of push back food, because food has been lower, which that just helps kind of like almost backload food, so I'm not as hungry during the end of the day. So right now I'm gonna throw in my first meal, but first, my full day. Where's my phone? Let's grab this thing. All right, so full day of eating, total calories is going to be 3,100. I don't know if you can see that, but 3,130 calories. Yeah, yeah. And I got 250 protein, 375 carb, and 70 grams of fat. Since my show, me and Josh have been doing macros instead of like a meal plan, just because I'm typically eating the same things that I've always been eating for like the past year to 2 years. All it is just adjusting those macros to fit the macros that he gives me. So we got bumped up a little bit, like another 25 grams of carbs. I'm not gonna use it in this meal. I'm actually gonna put it in my last meal of the day, which is gonna be my oats. So it's just one bagel of carbs, or one bagel's worth of carbs today. So my first meal is going to be 3 eggs and then a cup of egg whites and then 1 everything bagel. So I'm gonna get started on that, show you guys cooking it, and yeah. All right, what up? We are in my kitchen. Yeah, so the first thing that I'm gonna do for my meal 1, I'll throw on a pan on a stove, start heating it up, and then like I said, I'm gonna do 3 whole eggs, and then a cup of egg whites. So I'll grab those out. Cup. Typically, like, my first meal is the meal that I'll make on the spot. My next 3 meals are all typically like pre-packed. It's gonna be like my rice and meat meals. So those won't be as interesting as getting this going. But then my final meal of the night is oats, and then I kind of make that like on the spot too. So anyways. Oh, yikes. Forgot to spray. Hopefully those don't stick. But I've been making like a little egg omelet. I like in it on like an omelet style, just because like when I fold it over, I can split it and then split it onto my bagels, and then kind of like an egg sandwich. I don't know. When you're eating the same things for 2 years straight, you gotta try out a couple different things. So there are the 3 eggs. Close that up. I don't know why it's such a habit, but I've always stuck my broken eggs back into the box, I guess. But yeah, so with that, a little bit of egg whites left inside this container. Make a full cup. We need 3 more quarters. All right, so eggs are in. I'll get that going. But I'll get that going on, and then I'll grab my bagel once that starts cooking a little bit, throw that in the toaster, and then we'll have meal 1. But yeah, Sunday, it's kind of snowy and cold outside, so we're kind of just chilling. I went and did some cardio this morning. But yeah, kind of just relaxing. Gonna binge some Game of Thrones. I've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones. I'm on like season 5, so if anybody's been farther. I know I'm a little behind the curve. Like, some people have been asking me about it, and it's like, yeah, I just started watching it a couple weeks ago. But doing that, maybe a little bit of reading. I just started reading like 2 weeks ago. I'm not a big reader. I don't remember a book that I've read since high school. I don't know if I've read any books in between now and then. But I just finished one book. I got it right here. It's called The Power of Now, but it's been a pretty good book. I definitely recommend it if you're looking for a good read. But I got like another book sitting on my shelf that I'll probably get into also. And then I might get more. I don't know. I've been kind of enjoying it. So doing a little bit of that, but nothing else much. So I'm gonna get this cooking. I'll show you guys once it's done. And then we'll probably be getting on to my next meal. It's gonna be meal 2. All right, there is meal 1. All pampered up, a little bit of salsa, a little bit of salt on there, and 2 cuties to go with it. But meal 1 is going to be 50 grams of protein and around like 95 grams of carbs, which this is a little bit lower, and I make up for it in my last meal, like I said. So about 1 bagel is like 40 grams of carbs. Yeah, so 40 grams of carbs for that bagel, and then we'll just throw it into my last meal. But I am going to eat this, probably watch a little bit of Game of Thrones, something like that, and then I'll see you guys at meal 2. So yeah. All right, what's up? Just threw meal 2 in the microwave, and that's going. Just finished watching a little bit of Game of Thrones. I'm on, let's see, season 5, episode 5. So if anybody knows what that is, it's like, I don't know if anybody's watched Game of Thrones watching this, but I don't know, there's a lot of shit going on. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this meal and then probably prep a little bit of food. I was thinking about showing you guys like how I prep my food, but I might save it for another video, just because dealing with all the meats and stuff, it's not the most cleanliest thing, and then I gotta go grab my camera and stuff like that. So maybe I'll try like a tripod one of these times. But yeah, I'm gonna have this meal. I'll show you guys once it's out of the microwave, and yeah. All right, so I just took this out of the microwave. Meal number 2, it's 355 grams of jasmine rice, and then 200 grams of 93.7 ground beef with a handful of greens. Like I said, I usually have 3 of these meals a day with meat and rice. So this will typically be my second. The other one will be chicken, or I guess today I'm gonna have 3 for my rest days, but then on my training days, I just have 2 meat and rice meals. But my second one will be chicken and rice. I typically like doing red meat earlier in the day. It just makes more sense to me just because red meat causes a little bit more inflammation in the body, and I like to think maybe not having more inflammation towards the time I'm going to bed is a good thing, gonna help my sleep, yada yada. I don't know, it makes sense to me in my head, but yeah, so I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna prep some food, and then I will see you guys at meal number 3. So, got meal number 3 here. It is 355 grams of jasmine rice and 200 grams of chicken. I'm gonna have this meal. It's like my midday meal. But yeah, like I said, not been doing much today. Kind of just resting, doing a little bit of reading. I've been trying out, so I showed you guys The Power of Now, and then I have another one called The Intelligent Investor. And that one is hard to get through right now just because, I don't know, I'm not a big reader and it's not a very exciting book. But I'm gonna eat this meal, probably watch another episode of Game of Thrones with Jordan, and then I'll see you guys at meal number 4. What I got left is another meat and rice meal, and then my 5th meal will be oats, and I love my oats, so yeah. All right, what's up? It's a couple hours later, a couple more episodes of Game of Thrones later. I'm gonna show my room right here. Just threw my meal in the microwave real quick. Got some clothes to put away, but I'm gonna go eat that meal. I just gotta throw a little bit of rice in it, so I'll see you guys in there in a sec. I usually just have my meat pre-cooked to like the measurements that I already need. So this is 200 grams of chicken and then a handful of greens in there. And then I do have some rice on the rice cooker. So I'll just take that rice and toss it on there on my scale, which I got right there. But yeah, rice cooker comes in handy. I throw it on, especially just like in the morning. Cooks a whole bunch of rice. Like I can cook just about like 3 servings. So that puts me into 3 meals pre-made once my meat's already cooked, everything like that. But super convenient. During my prep, I was using like little packets because I wasn't eating much more than like 200 grams per meal. But right now I got another 355 grams of jasmine rice, 200 grams of chicken, and a handful of greens. And then I'm gonna throw 10 grams of coconut oil alongside that. Just having a little bit of that fat in there just aids in digestion a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna throw that rice in that meal, eat it, go put some clothes away, probably chillax a little bit more. Like I said, nothing too much this Sunday, pretty relaxing Sunday. Kind of just chilling out, getting ready for the week. Got all my activity done in the morning and just relaxing all day. So I will see you guys in my next meal, which is gonna be my final meal. That's gonna be my bowl of oats. So yeah, see you then. Boom. All right, it is currently 7 o'clock. Last meal of the night going down. It's gonna be oats. I did a little bit of like a miscalculation with my my carbs for the day. So I ended up adding almost like too many carbs in my previous meals. So I only gave myself like 60 grams of oats to eat right now, which is like 35 grams of carbs. I'm gonna weigh that out real quick. I'll show you guys how I do it and then throw it in the microwave and then yeah. All right, what up? So I got my Quaker oats here. I'll grab a bowl out of this cupboard. I'll throw this just on my scale. And like I said, I'm gonna measure out 60 grams, which is not much. It's about 60 grams right there. As you can see, I don't know. Not a whole lot of oats, but it's all right. We're keeping the food where it's at. Yeah, then I'll take this. I'll throw a little bit of water in it. And then once I throw a little bit of water in it, I'll only kind of fill it up to where it barely covers the top of the oats. I just find I get the best consistency that way. I'll take it, throw it in the microwave for 90 seconds. I'll grab it. Kind of comes out like that, and then I'll take it. My jug of protein here. This is the Rise chocolate cookie blast. Rise chocolate cookie blast. I don't know. I've usually only done like vanilla and chocolate protein powders the whole time that I've been using protein powders, and here and there I've tried like different flavored stuff, but I tried this stuff on my prep, and hands down, like, definitely one of the things that got me through my prep. Like, I don't know, I can't eat oats any other way. Like, I hated oats eating like vanilla protein, and then I got some of this stuff, and never going back, never going back. So I usually take this, got a little bit left. I'll do 2 scoops of whey isolate. Also, this digests really well. Keep in mind when you're buying protein powders, you might be able to find a cheaper one, but that doesn't necessarily mean quality, obviously. But quality matters when it comes to protein powder, just because it comes down to digestibility. If you're buying a crappy protein, you're probably not going to be digesting it as well. Usually the cheaper proteins are protein blends. Blends typically don't sit well in the digestive system for most people. So like somebody will get a cheap protein, use it, and then be gassy all day. And like, that's just because of that blend is all in one. So the whey isolate is just an isolated protein, and it tends to digest a lot better. So, but yeah, I'm gonna mix this up, throw a little bit of salt on it. I've been throwing like a gram of salt on each meal. So I'll kind of just do a little of that. I've done it enough on my scale that I can just kind of throw it on, but throw salt. Then we'll grab a spoon and just mix it up. Ugh. Might be using a little bit more water. Like I said, there's not a lot of oats, so with the protein powder, might need a little bit. Oh, dang it! A little bit more water to mix well. We'll see. Yes. All right, there you have it. Meal number 5. This is 60 grams of oats, which is like 35 grams of carbs, and then I got 2 scoops of whey isolate in there. So that's gonna be like, what? About 50 grams of protein. And yeah, so that is gonna be my final meal for the night. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this full day of eating. I know it wasn't super spectacular, anything like that, just because it is a rest day, but I like putting this stuff out there, kind of showing you what I'm doing day to day, and this is what it takes. This is what I want to do. I love this shit, so I have no problem doing this. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, give it a like, and I'll probably be doing my next video. I've talked about doing like a little grocery haul, but I want to get a little mic for it when I go, just so I can like do it right. Maybe like put the phone in the shopping cart, and then like, I don't know, I'll figure out a way to do it, but kind of make it fun. And that could be like my little 3rd video on the bulk series, but 2nd episode of the bulk series concluded. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.